Welcome everybody, Tony Joe here, tip of the ears to you. How are you guys doing today? Happy Friday it is. It's the weekend for most of you, or some of you. Some people have to work on the weekends. I'm not sure if you guys have to. I am actually off this weekend. But guess what? I left my job. Yes, I did. I left my job completely after doing a certain job for about, oh man, 6, 7 years. Pretty much I called it quits. You know, I don't really disclose too much of what goes on into my personal life, like what Lisa and I do or anything like that, but since I don't work this job anymore, I guess I can tell you what I did. I was a mason, mainly brick, block, and stone. Not a laborer or anything like that. I was, up there on the scaffold, however high I need to go and just start laying. Mainly historical buildings, definitely more in restoration than new construction. But pretty much I gave that up. I gave it up now twice actually. It's just one of those things. I mean, I travel a lot. That's why sometimes when you watch the videos and Lisa's not there and I say she's home, it's because I am on the road. I am on the road a lot and I do not see Lisa at all. At first, people would say to me, Tony, you have like the best marriage going on. You don't see your wife a lot. I was like, for the first, I'll be honest, for the first like week or two, it was cool. Because everybody needs that little like time apart getaway. But then I tell them, you know what, I'm over it, man. Over it. You know, it's, I don't even know, a lot of words aren't coming to mind right now, but I'm over it. Most of the time I was working in the Reading area. It's somewhere in Pennsylvania around here, about 2 hours or so, maybe longer depending on traffic from where I actually live. And just because we'd get up so early in the morning, this and that, I pretty much would stay in that area. I could have crashed at some friends' houses, hotels, things like that. But hotels get expensive, so it could have been friends to friends to friends. And they all, a lot of my friends, they did say, hey, you can always stay here, crash, whatever. But to me, that felt more of like a squatter life. And I didn't really want to do that. I didn't want to be an inconvenience or anything like that, because people have their own lives, their own families. Even though they were very nice to let me do that, I just couldn't do that. So luckily at the same time where I was working, my in-laws lived around the area, maybe like 20 minutes out. So they invited me to stay with them, and, they, let me come in and stay with them, which is really, really cool. If you guys watch this, I do thank you for that. That really means a lot to me that you guys let me crash with you guys for, oh man, it's been now a couple months since I've been doing that, Monday through Friday. So I thank you so much. That is awesome. Really appreciate it. But like sometimes like that's the other bum part of it too. It's like, I'm away from my wife. I didn't feel like a husband or anything like that, because I, was leaving Lisa here because she has her work to do. I have to go 2 hours or plus to my work, where things I have to do, and living at my in-laws, which, like I said, very nice people, very great people. Really appreciate them and letting me stay with them. It's just one of those things that you're kind of like, I don't know, you just start getting like maybe this like subconscious depression that I was getting. Like to the point where I wasn't focusing too much on the videos too much. Or, actually I was. It was just maybe I was rushing the videos, I guess, just putting it out like, just get it out, whatever. So I decided, that I'm just not going to do it anymore, Most people say now, like, what are you going to do? Well, I got another job. Yes, I got a job that I originally had when we moved out from the Reading area to where we live now, about 2 hours or so out. There was a downtime when I was looking for work, because I was looking for masonry work, construction work again, because what I know, it's what I'm good at. But I hit like that 6, 7 months where I was kind of like, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I can't find anything, because where I live now, it's more union based. Yes, I'm central to a lot of things, big cities, but big cities become more union work. Not too much restoration too much, or if it is, like I said, it's union. And I'm not a journeyman. So that was kind of hard to do. So then I found a job that I got into. I'm not going to talk about what that job is because I got that job back. But I was doing that, and I really, really liked it. I really, really enjoyed it. And Lisa even said to me, you know, I could see you doing this for the rest of your life, what I'm going back to. But, you know, when we moved a certain time, and then, you know, it was like 6 months or so, I wasn't working because I was looking for work. That was kind of like a job in itself, you know, putting 40 hours a week in, 35, 40 hours a week in on the computer, giving phone calls, sending out resumes, anything like that, you know, was work on its own. It was working for free. But when one of those jobs, the construction jobs, they contacted me when I started this other work, probably about 3 months into it. And you know, it was a Big Fish masonry company. And I was like, yeah, I'm all about that. You know, I went for the interview just to see what was going on, you know, whatever. I showed him my resume, which to me in a construction world, a resume isn't a piece of paper. It's me taking pictures of all of my work that I do. From beginning of what it looks like, to the second stage of my demolition, to the third stage of the rebuild. You know, that's my resume, so they can look at that. And they really liked it. They wanted me on a board. They gave me a good price. And you know, I was greedy. I did it for greed. You know, I did it because we lost, you know, good amount of money since I was off. And, you know, I wasn't happy about doing it. I mean, because it's just like, I mean, I love doing masonry. I love it. But at the same time, it's really stressful. You know, I blew out my knee at least 2-3 times. You know, it's just my wrist, I started getting, I don't know if you can see here, I'm starting to get like these little cysts and everything. I think they call it ganglion cysts, I don't know. Just from like slamming and pounding this and that, and then I was getting like a lot of jaw problems, you know, because of just banging away. And from demoing a lot, you know, constant just tension on my jaw where I couldn't even eat for like weeks or something like that, or I had to be on the soft food diet type thing. It was just very hurting. Like I said, when I went back to it, and like I said, I did it for greed, I did it for money, not happiness. And, you know, at first it was cool. It was like, I told Lisa, like, oh man, I missed masonry, I missed this and that. And then like a month went by and I was like, man, why am I even doing this again? You know, I like to get dirty. I like to build things. I like doing that. It's just something about it. You know, I don't know what it is. It makes me feel fulfilled, I guess. I don't know. But I just, I had enough. So I contacted an old boss, you know, and because I saw that they were hiring, and they pretty much said, yeah, when can you start? And then kind of like almost a no hesitation type thing. I mean, I'm sure they, you know, that boss asked a couple of the workers that, you know, that worked with me, like, hey, I'm thinking about bringing Tony in, you know, yada, yada, yada. How do you feel about that? You know, whatever. Apparently it was all good. And if he did that, I'm sure it was all well, because here's your start, here's your time. So I'm going back to work for this other company on Monday. And it's not a masonry company. I'm giving that up. It's now, the second time I'm giving that up now, retiring, I said, as a mason. I might still do it a little bit, maybe on a like side project, but my main focus is I want to be here with my wife. Now, Lisa's not here right now. She's actually at an airport, or driving to an airport to pick up her sister, because unfortunately we have to go back to the Reading area because we have birthday parties and a wedding to go to. So I was only home technically for 2 days, and now I got to go back for the weekend and then back home Sunday here. But yeah, there's so many things I get to do again. You know, like I said, I get to be a husband. You know, I get to, I got records back here. I can finally listen to my records. I haven't listened to that stuff in so long. So I get to do that. I get to hang out with some of the new friends that I met here, you know, for the past little over a year that I've been living in this area. You know, there's just so many different things. You know, maybe I have time to go to concerts again. I haven't been to a concert in so long. I can focus on these videos for you guys, make a better quality video. You know, maybe also have a structured time frame. You know, with these videos, I'm still gonna do. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm gonna do them release them every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, uh, between the hours of 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. That's a goal. You know, sometimes that can get messed up a little bit, but that is the goal to do. So, yeah, plan on that. So that's the thing. I left my job so I could be happy, you know. And people ask me, is it the right choice? You know, am I doing the right thing? Well, I don't know. I don't know if it is. I won't know. So you'll never know unless you test it. You know what I mean? To see if the juice is worth the squeeze. Write that down. Uh, but that's it, guys. I will see you later. Have a fabulous, fabulous weekend. We might end up, Lisa and I might go to a Halloween party night. I don't know if I can record that because there's music, copyright material, things like that. You know, so probably can't really play too much of that stuff. So maybe I'll try to get something in there so we can see like costumes and things like that because it is Halloween season. Yay! But that's it, guys. I will see you later. Vlog finito.